You must have heard many times that in ancient times, the oceans were home to gigantic, godlike creatures. Creatures so massive and terrifying that even imagining them sends a chill down the spine. Stories passed down through generations speak of monsters lurking beneath the waves, ruling the seas long before humans ever existed. But here's the real question. What if some of those creatures were not just myths? What if they actually existed? Stay tuned until the end of this video to unlock a free ebook that you won't want to miss. Today we are going to explore mythical sea creatures that once lived in our oceans. Creatures that sound unreal, impossible, and terrifying, yet are deeply connected to real discoveries, ancient fossils, and unexplained mysteries. So if you enjoy mystery, ancient history, and creatures that blur the line between myth and reality, this video is for you. Let's begin. Today, the largest living lizard in the world is known as the Komodo dragon. It can grow up to 10 feet long, weighs over 150 pounds, and is considered one of the most dangerous reptiles alive. But now imagine this. But millions of years ago, there existed a lizard-like creature so massive that the Komodo dragon would look tiny in comparison, a creature nearly 70 feet long. Its name was Basilosaurus, a name that literally translates to Basilosaurus was first discovered in 1830 in the state of Alabama, USA. At first, scientists were completely confused by its remains. The bones were enormous. The shape was strange. For nearly 10 years, scientists and researchers argued over one simple question. Some believed it was a massive reptile. Others thought it might be related to sea serpents described in ancient legends. And some even believed it was a completely unknown species. Finally, in 1840, the creature was officially named Basilosaurus. What made this discovery even more fascinating was how closely it resembled the legendary beasts described in ancient stories. For centuries, people believed that long ago, the Earth was ruled by massive lizard-like beings, capable of dominating both land and sea. At the time, these stories were dismissed as myths. But when the fossils of Basilosaurus were uncovered, people began to wonder, what if those ancient stories were based on truth? After all, if gigantic dinosaurs once walked the earth, then why couldn't massive sea creatures like Basilosaurus have existed as well? Scientists continued to study its fossils, but confusion only grew. At different times, Basilosaurus was considered an ancestor of lizards, a distant relative of dolphins, and even an early form of whales. Eventually, after years of research, scientists reached a conclusion. Basilosaurus was not a reptile at all. It was an ancient ancestor of modern whales, including the blue whale. Basilosaurus lived around 34 million years ago and thrived in warm ocean waters. But the world was changing. Global temperatures began to drop. Ocean currents shifted. The seas grew colder. Slowly, Basilosaurus disappeared from the oceans, until it finally went extinct forever. So far, scientists have discovered more than 12,000 species of reptiles. Most reptiles live on land, some live in water, and a few can survive in both environments. One perfect example is snakes. You've probably heard of massive prehistoric snakes like Titanoboa and Vasuki indicus, creatures that could grow between 30 to 50 feet long and were powerful enough to crush almost anything. But here's something most people don't know. The largest marine reptile ever to exist didn't look like a snake. It lived in the oceans, and its name was Ichthyosauria. This creature was first discovered in 1811 in a small coastal town in England called Lyme Regis. The discovery was made by two siblings, Mary Anning and her brother Joseph. But when they explored further, they uncovered something far more incredible, a fossil that had been buried for 90 million years. A creature so massive that it was nearly 20 times larger than the children who discovered it. The fossil measured nearly 82 feet long. To help you imagine its size, picture two giant Titanoboas placed end to end. That's how big Ichthyosauria was. This creature lived during a time when dinosaurs were still evolving. It was powerful. Ichthyosauria existed through multiple eras: the Triassic period, the Jurassic period, and even the Cretaceous period. That means this single reptile species survived through 4 major dinosaur eras. Just imagine that. A creature that witnessed massive extinctions. a creature that survived disasters that wiped out countless dinosaur species. Scientists estimate that dinosaurs ruled the Earth for about 160 million years, and astonishingly, Ichthyosauria survived for nearly the same amount of time. But like most prehistoric giants, it eventually faced the same enemy: climate change. As ocean temperatures changed and ecosystems collapsed, Ichthyosauria slowly disappeared from the seas until it became extinct. But there are other creatures that exist only in legends, myths, and unexplained recordings. One such creature is known as Gran Maja. You've probably seen viral videos about it online, and if I tell you its size, you might not believe it. According to ancient myths, Gran Maja was about 675 meters long. To put that into perspective, the largest living creature today, the blue whale, is about 100 feet long. Humans look like ants compared to a blue whale. Now imagine a creature larger than 22 blue whales combined. According to myths, its teeth were as large as humans. It had 6 eyes and it ruled the deepest parts of the ocean. But many people compare it to a mysterious phenomenon known as the bloop. In 1997, researchers from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, recorded an extremely loud and unexplained sound deep beneath the ocean. The sound was so powerful that it was detected across thousands of miles. Scientists were shocked. Nothing like it had ever been recorded before. For years, no one could explain it. Many believed the sound came from a massive, unknown sea creature, something enormous that had been hiding in the depths of the ocean for centuries. 8 years later, the sound was detected again, this time near Antarctica. Scientists eventually concluded that the sound was caused by massive glaciers cracking and breaking apart. But the question remains, was it really just ice? Or is there something else down there? Something we're not being told. Now let's talk about a creature that will truly shock you. Imagine a creature with the body of a whale. The face of a wolf and 4 legs sounds impossible, right? But according to Inuit mythology, such a creature once existed. Its name was Akhlut. According to legend, Akhlut could live both on land and in the ocean. When it entered the sea, it transformed into an orca-like whale, and when it came onto land, it became a powerful 4-legged predator. The myths say Akhlut hunted animals and even humans on land. In the ocean, it preyed on seals, sea lions, penguins, fish, and other marine creatures. Some legends even claim that humans caused its wrath. By overhunting sea animals, humans forced Akhlut to hunt on land. According to myths, Akhlut was about 22 feet long and weighed nearly 8,000 pounds. No physical evidence has ever been found, but the Inuit people strongly believe that Akhlut once truly existed. What do you think? Or just another myth? In the 1700s, a research team discovered a very strange, shark-like fish in the Atlantic Ocean. It looked exactly like the creatures described in ancient legends. After studying it, scientists realized something incredible. This was an ancient species that had survived for centuries, proving that some ancient stories were actually true. This creature was the basking shark. It can grow up to 40 feet long. It still lives in our oceans today, and its population is estimated at nearly 20,000. Finally, let's talk about one of the most famous mythical creatures of all time: Sirens, half human, half fish. These creatures appear in ancient stories, cartoons, movies, and books. Every day, videos go viral online claiming people have seen real, living sirens. Are these videos real or just another illusion? That's for you to decide. This video was part of our Mythical Creatures series. First, like this video. Second, subscribe to the channel. And third, comment the word ebook below. This ebook is packed with expert tips and advice on keeping your cat happy, healthy, and thriving at home. Perfect for all cat lovers out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment ebook to claim your reward. See you in the next video.